A social weather station survey shows a 10-point drop in President Rodrigo Duterte's trust rating in the first quarter of 2018. Duterte's net trust rating is now at positive 65 or very good from positive 75 or excellent last December. This is the second lowest net trust rating of Duterte since he assumed the presidency, after his positive 60 rating in September 2017. Duterte's net trust rating dived in all geographical areas. In Metro Manila, his net rating dropped from positive 77 or excellent last December to positive 65 or very good. In the rest of Luzon, Duterte's trust rating dipped from positive 56 to positive 53. Both are considered very good. Duterte's trust rating remained excellent in the Visayas at positive 70 from positive 76, and in Mindanao at positive 89 from positive 94. The Nacionalista Party will field 3 senatorial candidates in the 2019 elections. Re-electionist Senator CYNTHIA Villar says she will be running for the Senate with Taguig Representative and former Senator Pia Cayetano and ILOCOS Norte Governor IMEE Marcos. Villar says the Marcos family will field Governor Marcos and not former Senator Bongbong Marcos because he still has a pending protest before the Presidential Electoral Tribunal over the 2016 vice presidential results. But Governor Marcos is not included in the initial lineup of PDP-Laban, unlike Villar and Cayetano. Villar says she will push for the governor's inclusion in the ruling party slate. Still on the 2019 midterm elections, Senate Majority Leader Tito Sotto says the Nationalist People's Coalition has several friends of the party in mind for its senatorial slate. The initial lineup is made up of former and re-electionist senators, Senate President Coco Pimentel, Senators Grace Poe, Nancy Binay, and Sonny Angara. The NPC lineup also includes Villar and Cayetano. Soto also says the NPC will include in its slate Special Assistant to the President Bongo and Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte Carpio, should they decide to run for senator next year. He adds there's also a big possibility re-electionist Senator Bam Aquino, a member of the Liberal Party, will be considered in its Senate ticket. Soto says NPC is also considering 2 to 3 private personalities but declines to name them. Reporters in the House of Representatives are protesting proposed new media accreditation rules that virtually demand only positive coverage of the legislative chambers, the lawmakers, and its officials. A 19-page draft document circulated this week by the Press and Public Affairs Bureau, the office in the House that accredits media, seeks to ban reporters who besmirch the reputation of the House of Representatives, its officials, or members. It's the latest move against press freedom in the Philippines, where attacks come from the highest levels of government. The so-called violations may result in the revocation of a reporter's press ID and expulsion from the House beat. These are false claims, involvement in activities that violate House policies, abusing privileges and entitlements, gross misconduct, and besmirching the reputation of the institution, House officials, or members. The rules are supposedly not yet final. The House is composed of 299 district and party list representatives belonging to various political parties and coalitions, who by themselves have been known to issue statements that tarnish each other's reputations. The draft rules come in the heels of Malacanang's move to ban Rappler reporter Pia Renada. Special Assistant to the President Bongo attacked her reportage of the controversial Navy Frigate project. Malacanang has since banned all Rappler reporters and correspondents from covering any and all events where President Rodrigo Duterte is present. Still on press freedom, the Philippine government bars foreign correspondents from covering a press conference held in Singapore Friday. The press con is largely about the diplomatic crisis between the Philippines and Kuwait. On Thursday, the Philippine government also prohibited them from asking questions in a press conference on the same topic. President Rodrigo Duterte is in Singapore to attend the Association of Southeast Asian Nations Summit. The Foreign Correspondents Association of the Philippines, or FOCAP, slammed the prohibitions on its members covering in Singapore. FOCAP says, quote, "The Foreign Correspondents Association of the Philippines is deeply alarmed by the Philippine government's strong actions that clearly violate constitutional provisions on freedom of information." Human Rights Watch on Friday slams Kuwait's arrest of staff members of the Philippine Embassy over rescue operations of allegedly abused overseas Filipino workers. HRW calls the arrest outrageous. It adds Kuwait should not be punishing them for helping domestic workers in danger. The Philippine Foreign Affairs Department on Thursday said Kuwait has issued arrest warrants against 3 Filipino diplomats, while 4 of the embassy's Filipino hires remain in detention. The Kuwaiti government also declared Philippine Ambassador Renato Villa persona non grata and ordered him to leave the country within a week. The order came even after the Philippines apologized to Kuwait for the rescues. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and South Korean President Moon Jae-in hold a landmark summit Friday after a symbolic handshake over the military demarcation line that divides their countries. The two men briefly step over the line into the north before walking to the Peace House building on the southern side of the Panmunjom Truce Village for the summit. It's only the third meeting of its kind since hostilities ceased in 1953. Kim says, quote, "I came here determined to send a starting signal at the threshold of a new history." Kim adds he is filled with emotion after stepping over the concrete blocks, making him the first North Korean leader to set foot in the South since the Korean War ended in an armistice 65 years ago. With the North's atomic arsenal high on the agenda, Moon says he hopes they will reach a bold agreement so that we may give a big gift to the whole Korean people and the people who want peace. It is the highest level encounter yet in a whirlwind of nuclear diplomacy and is intended to pave the way for a much anticipated encounter between Kim and United States President Donald Trump. Prince William and Duchess Catherine named their third child Louis Arthur Charles. The 4-day-old baby boy will be formally known as Prince Louis of Cambridge. It is the longest awaited for a royal baby name in years. Prince George and Princess Charlotte's names were announced 2 days after their births in 2013 and 2015. Prince Louis is fifth in line of succession. Follow Rappler.com for continuing updates.